Maxim, twist, listen, yo. When I get to busting bars and rocking mics, dropping bars, I drop the hype. I'm feeling superhuman when the beats are rocket mic. Jump on top it with my pocket knife. Unscrew locks from the top spot, causing it to drop in flight. We're taking over, that's the topic, right? Maxim and Twist taking on the game like Pinky in the brain, so watch for the changer. Superman ain't got shit on this flavor. We bring the danger, standard. We'll bring the kryptonite. Now tell that little punk bitch to fight. I whip his cape round the lamppost and squeeze it till he hangs and chumps up in the middle of the night. Now you think there's no one round to save ya? Think again, then do yourself a favor. Find a hiding place before I find your face and mess it up with superhuman behavior. The changer. Right. When I get to busting bars on a beat, then you know it's rocking. Maxim grabs the microphone, then he clocks in, spitting with a hyper flow. Ripping it, you might just know I'm killing beats like a superhero might. So don't believe what you hear about me. They say I'm 6'10" and I'm flying through the air in the white sheet. The shady years, that time when bad but evil. Maxim and Twist, trust me, the sequel. Grab the Dark Knight and this pussy pound Robin too. We'll take the Batmobile, then we'll stop and build a couple fat suits for the journey to the mansion. And when we get there, we'll get the butler skanking. No doubt we're wrecking this yard, but leaving no real proof of who came here. All they know is that we wreck the show and fuck their minds up with superhuman behavior. Super duper. changer.
Cahuenga, Lancashire, and there's some kind of fire. Something's going on.
I don't wanna love you when you're stoned. I feel like I'd be better off on my own. Well, I don't wanna lose you in the smoke. I feel like I'd be better off all alone. We can stay up until it's light. Forget my fate, best kicked off to the side. When the daytime comes, you go. Yeah, I think I'd be better off all alone. Yeah, I think I'd be better off all alone. Think I'd be better off all alone. Yeah, think I'd be better off all alone. Yeah, I think I'd be better off all alone. Think I'd be better off all alone. Think I'd be better off all alone. I don't wanna love you when you're stoned. I feel like I'd be better off on my own. Yeah. Well, I don't wanna lose you in the smoke. Yeah. I think I'd be better off all alone. Better off all alone. Yeah, I think I'd be better off all alone. Think I'd be better off all alone. Think I'd be better off all alone. Yeah, think I'd be better off all alone.
Us man are on a robot ting, you man are on a donut ting, you man are on a hopeless beat down, broke down and no lot ting. Us man are on dabs at a you wanna do? We got the party locked down. Ladies wanna dance, homies do too. We got the party locked down. What you wanna do?
My mind is black and my body is blue. I'll cut my heart out and I'll send it to you. And I'll send it to you. body's blue. I'll cut my heart out and I'll send it to you.
Facing the enemy. We prideful gladiators. Show them that they came to die. Let me hear your battle cry.
Annie talking to her team. She's talking to her team. The fucking music is coming from Annie's portable monitor. This poor fucking monitor is just blasting tunes. There we go. Yeah, that sprint was fucked. It started so early, and I knew I had the disc. So I knew I just had to keep the speed. I didn't really have to push harder than anybody. I just had to keep it going. I had some good banter with Duval. And I told him when G finally went off the front, I told him he'll get nothing for free, which is my motto, I guess, when I race. You can beat me, that's fine, but I ain't gonna hand anything to you. You're gonna get nothing for free. It's not personal. I'm gonna get an earful about this from G later. G's gonna be like, "That's how we do. That's how we do it," and I fucking welcome it. Nothing. Yeah, we paid for Recro. No, even in like ZRL. That's why I race aggressive. Like, because otherwise you just hand it to people. You just give it to people for free. Because they just sit and sprint, and if they're a good sprinter, they're a good attacker. They just go. But like shit like that, like you either have to have a team to back you up, or you got to just win outright. And Duval's good. That's kind of why. I mean, that's why I guess it matters. Like he's good. He's very, very good. He's one of the best. And like he either earns it, which he's done many times, or he fights for it. It's fine. We were all basically inhabiting the same body when we went across the line. I didn't catch that for the... Okay, look at this. So, 0.06 between me and Robson, and then 0.03 between him and Duval, and then 0.02 between Duval and Taylor. That's fucked. Like, all four of us were, like, in the same time and space. Fucking ridiculous. Just absurdity. That 17 seconds that Duval just grabbed is payback for, I mean, again, it's not personal. I'm just memeing, but it's payback for the radio tower. 14 seconds I lost on the fucking radio tower. I gotta say though, that kick up the whatever that was, that dirt climb, that was awful. I almost said goodbye. Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to make it clear, he absolutely deserved that. That's number one. There was nothing about that loss for me that was like unfair or anything like that. So just straight up, I just want to mention that. Number two, I read, so this is me shooting myself in the foot. I read it wrong. I read the performance of the bikes incorrectly, and I read that the SL8 was a better climber than the Athos. What I didn't read was the fine print that says if you have a fully upgraded Athos, it's like way better than anything else in the game at climbing. And I had a fully upgraded Athos, so I was like, oh, you know, if the SL8's just better, like, I'll just take that bike. Wrong. I fucked up. I made a mistake. And I don't know if that would have, I don't know if I would have gotten the 15 sec or the 14 seconds or whatever. I'm not, who's to say? But he, I think not only was he just like the stronger rider on the day, but he had the better setup. So I mean, just everything about it was, he deserved it. Yeah, so I read that when it's level 0, when both bikes are level 0, I read that the SL8 is faster. Or at least that's what I thought I saw on the the Zwift Insider page. But I don't know. I don't know. I went to the Zwift Insider page. I looked at the bike speeds. The first chart that it showed was the SL8 was a better climber. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense, but I'll go with it. And then I like looked closer. It could be really old too, but I looked closer and it was like, when all bikes are level 0, here's what it looks like. And then if you scroll, like if you just keep scrolling past the first graph, it's like, or if you have everything all fully upgraded, I'm like, oh, well, fuck. And then I click like the climb performance and it's just like double everything else. Oh, fucking Christ. 5 or 6 seconds, yeah. So the thing about Duval, I've said this, hold on, let me get into it. I've said this many times before, is that like, when people started racing, everybody had this like, because the categories were just so bogusly created, everybody was like, oh, you have to have the highest, 20-minute power to be an A or something like that. And yeah, okay, fine. But like none of the courses were like really uphill courses. There were some, but like a lot of the races were not 20-minute climbs. Like a lot of the races were like 5-minute climbs or like, 2-minute punchers or, some shit like that. And so like, I'm a time trialist, so like my 20-minute is probably my best. I'm also a bigger guy. I'm not like thick per se, but I'm larger than most Zwifters, and like, but my ability to time trial makes me like pretty good at climbing. Like every time I go out to any of like the local group rides, like I absolutely ride circles around anybody when it comes to going uphill. But that doesn't really mean I'm a climber, right? There are some people that are just like way better at climbing. I just happen to have like good time trial power. Duval, on the other hand, there's that. So a high 20-minute doesn't make you amazing at this game. What makes you absolutely fucking incredible at this game is 1 to 5 minute power and just like the sheer repeatability that you can do it. If you can do like 1 minute at 7, take like a 15-20 second break, and then do another minute at 7, and then take a 15-20 second break, and then do another minute at 7, you will win every race. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in it. I guess it kind of does, but like, if you can like perfect that skill set, you will win 9 times out of 10. Like anything that you enter. And that's what Duval is pretty much amazing at. His repeatability for like absurdly high power is just so stellar. His peak power is not even that amazing. It's just his repeatability and his consistency to deliver that repeatability is just like, makes people scream. Like most efforts in this game are like 1 to 5 minutes. And like, if you can settle into like 4.5, 4.8, like if you do one of those just absolutely bazonkers 1 minute efforts or 2 minute efforts or like 2 minute efforts with like 30-second rest and then another 2 minute efforts and then settle into like 4.8, you'll win it. You'll win everything. Except for like the top, like 30 guys. Against the top 30 guys, you're going to have some problems. You're going to need a team and, whatever. But like up against anybody else, really, if you can just like dole out repeated 1 minute, like haymakers, you're just going to, you'll win everything. It's like the bigger guys, that's what G did, If you can get like the guys tired and out of position on the 1 to 5 minute efforts, the punchers, like the little attacks, and then you get one guy that has super long power, which is what G has, and just throw him off the front like a bowling ball. Like, someone's got to chase it. That's not coming back if no one chases it. And if everybody's gassed, it is what it is. Yeah, Josh Harris is... He's... I think he specifically does those intervals. I was doing this like style of climbing like a couple months ago. So hold on. So back up. I was doing some kind of race with Harris, and it was on the Yorkshire course with like hot bank climb, all those different like. It was just basically it's that course where if you're not going up, you're going down. There's no flat. Yeah, Harrogate, exactly. And it was me and him off the front, and like we got to one of the KOMs, and it's like the Surrey. I don't remember what it was, but we got to one of the KOMs. Super short. It's like a minute and a half, something like that. And he just went like full on. I think like orange numbers, and like so I started following him, and then he let off, and then he went orange numbers again, and I followed him again, and then he let off, and then he did orange numbers one more time, and I was just like toasted. And I was watching his stream. He was kind of doing like one of these like race postmortems where he goes over his like tactics, sort of explains the race and all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, I was just doing like 15-15 intervals where I do like 500 for 15 seconds, and then I let off for 15 seconds, and then I do another 500 for 15, and then I let off and do another 500 for 15. And he's like, it's a simple workout. Everybody does it, which is true. If you do those, like, if you've ever been coached, you're familiar with 15-15. Or like over-unders. And like, he's like, but the thing is that in a race setting, if they don't know you're doing it, they don't know what to plan for. They don't know how to pace it. They're not sure what to expect. So they see orange numbers, they think you're going all out. You're just doing a measured 15. And so they empty the tank way before you do. And I was like, oh man, that's brilliant. So when Tour Zwift or Tour Watopia came around, I was doing there was that like Innsbruck. I don't remember what it was. It was one of the series where it was like every 30 minutes or whatever. And there was like one of those, the Innsbruck climbs. And it was like the 3 leg snappers, and then you go to Innsbruck. You do like the final climb. And I was like, I'm going to do that. And so I started training that 15 seconds for like 550. And then I would sit down at 380, and then 15 seconds at 580 or 550, 380, 550, 380. And I found that like I couldn't do 15-15s at that pace because that's hard, but I could do 15-30s at that pace. So like every 45 seconds, I was doing like this 15-minute launch, and then like settling in at like 30 seconds of like just under threshold. And like fucking just like when I was racing, when I was doing those, like the next closest guy behind me was like 2 minutes or something. I was talking with Nathan about this, like why it worked so well in Zwift, because like if you think about it, like when I got to the top, my power numbers averaged between that 550 and 380 was not that high, but my speed going up that hill was so high. And he was like, yeah, I speculate that it has something to do with the way the Zwift physics engine rewards momentum. So like, if you accelerate, Zwift rewards that acceleration more than it rewards like if you were to have just held the power consistent. And so, like, if you're a variable rider, the physics engine rewards that variability. And so right after I had that conversation with him, I was like, dude, like 20-minute power means nothing anymore. It means completely nothing. Because like you can have just like a bazonker's 20-minute power. Unless your 20-minute power is like nutty, like crazy. And I'm talking about 20-minute consistent power, not 20-minute average power of like variability, but just if your 20-minute consistent power, your threshold, is just fucking crazy, then all right, fine. But like, if you hold the same watts as the next guy, average, but you're doing like intervals, you're gonna go faster. And like that's what this game is now. It's just it's all that variability. It's who can be variably insane and not explode. That's it. Yeah. I'm handing out cards and free samples at the back. Hey, cheers. Thanks for hanging out, yo. Oh, memes. What's up, Bullet? What's good, buddy? What's good, my dude? Oh, what's good, buddy? What are you doing tomorrow instead, Bullet? Lame. Actually, I don't know. What are you doing? 17K Arctic run. Just do the run on the bike. It's better that way. My mustache has a 17K run. Dude, look at this thing. It's like, it doubles as a fucking snowplow. Dude, my mustache has a fucking job. My mustache goes to work every day. Putting up with that much. Annie twirls my mustache when she's scheming something devious. It's only happened once. No, twice, I think. It's me, Dick Dastardly. And I'm going to come up with a scheme. They'll never catch me. Isn't that right, Muxie? Yeah, for real. This mustache is fucking jaded. It's got a boomer attitude. It drives a midlife crisis car and plays golf every other Tuesday. Yeah, so we still haven't figured it. Here, I'll switch it over to Annie but she's probably got like, I've already said enough. I still haven't figured out how to have two mics going without like some elaborate bullshit that has taken down this computer before. So, because we Zwift on the same machine, so if we had like a production computer, I'd be trying all kinds of stuff. But because we do all the production on the same machine that runs the game, like one driver error and the whole fucking computer goes under, and like then our races are fucked, and that sucks worse. So I just haven't looked into it anymore, but I'm gonna pass it over to Annie. I could put it through the camera mic. Oh, okay. She said rain check. Why don't I have two computers? That's a damn good question. Sounds like you have just you've landed yourself a job interview with my production team, aka this big fat fucking mustache. Because Beans is the coach. Coach Beans. So it's hilarious. We have this. You can almost see it. There's like, so where the computer is, it's like kind of just to the right of Annie's monitor. Like she can point to it real quick. It's like right, point to it. Yeah. So it's like right, just to the right. It gets really warm there. And Beans, my little princess kitten, she like sits on it and watches us, and she like coaches us. Like we're doing like balls out efforts, and she's like sleeping, and she's just like, why don't you ride harder? If you ride harder, you'll be able to eat more meats later, more snacks, more kibbles, more treats. But this mustache, it's my production team. Oh, here's G. I told you I was going to hear from G. Let's see what he says. He says, how do you link your outdoor rides to Zwift? I think G is inspired.
in the flow, don't you know, Bobby Joe? Listen up, sister.
So I started eating this stuff during the day about 2 days ago. I think it's pronounced like bud or something. I think it's called food. I started eating this stuff called food throughout the day, and my repeatability has. I know this is crazy, but it's gone up, and like my fatigue has gone down. It's weird, right? I don't know. I know, it's crazy. Instead of basically like waking up and drinking coffee until like 4 p.m. and then racing, turns out it actually does help a little bit. Yeah, very weird, I know. I'm gonna have to submit this to my nutritionist. That happens to be another one of our cats.
Ready your shields.
Finally changed my broccoli diet. Yeah, so ever since I got braces, vegetables have been very challenging. But I get my braces off in a little under 3 weeks now. I'm pretty stoked. That's the word I was looking for. Annie asked a while back if I was like excited. And I was like, no, I'm not really excited. Stoked. I know it's basically the same thing, but it has a much more like zen-ass dude energy to it. The stokage is high. Right, so now I'm eating couscous and bananas. Not at the same time, but staggered. My couscous repeatability has increased.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Screaming and shouting.
$52, so that was an hour. One major downside about this mustache is that white stuff that accumulates at the corners of your mouth when you're really thirsty, it like infests the mustache and it sucks.
Village is under attack. Ready your shields. Prepare your
Yeah, it's a bummer. Definitely a bummer. Also, soup. Soup is terrible. You can't eat soup because like you start drowning the mustache, and then you have to deal with like attempted murder cases from the mustache. Yeah, it's not good. It's bad. It sucks. Anyways, yeah.
Almost 2,000 people have shared this story today. A 24-year-old man.
I don't know when the mustache is gonna go, but I'm giving it a fair shake at the moment.
It's big Florida, boy. Don't be scared now. Ride with me. We can get low. Yeah. Hop into the Chevy, go, blow, troll. Wanna ride with me, let your head down.
I personally am more of a clean-shaven kind of guy, or like, you know, minimal stubble. But the mustache, I mean, I think probably every man and women, I mean, I'm not gonna judge, if they feel the desire to grow a mustache once in their life, they should do so. Hats off for the women who try to grow a mustache. That takes a long time. A lot of dedication.
It's big Florida, boy.
Having a big ass pizza. Yeah, I'm into fitness. I'm into fitness, the whole pizza in my face. I love that meme. Oh no, meme. There's a meme where it's like a dog sitting next to like a pizza or something like that, and the meme is like, fitness? Yeah, I'm into fitness. Fitness, whole pizza in my mouth. It's like this cute little like dog with its like arm chilling. Yeah. Real talk, my trainer, when I'm sprinting now, it sounds like it's gonna fucking explode. Like it has this like super high pitched, like freakishly like painful, like metallic sound. I might need to look at the belt. That could also be my hip, I don't know. Dude, I just bought this one. This one's like brand new. Well, not, I mean, brand new as of like last year, but like.
What the hell?
No, I put the, I retired the H3. I retired that one because, you know, it's not like whatever race certified or whatever, like it's not a certified race trainer. And like, I just kept breaking parts of it. Like I sprinted so hard, I blew this thing called the collar washer, or no, the top hat washer. And then I snapped on it again so hard. The actual like flywheel, the thing that like spins, and so one of the flywheels in the hammer is a fan, but it's plastic, and it's what connects to the free hub body. I stomped on something so hard that it cracked that thing in half, which is not replaceable. You can't replace it. And as a result, it like tilted. So I was doing like sprints where the fucking belt was like jumping a tooth off the flywheel and just like exploding. So I was like, all right, it's time. This thing's done. So I got a V6, a Kicker V6, about half a year ago, and that's all right. I kind of like the hammer better, but it's okay. It's not a bad trainer. Too many watts, right? Who found me first? Area 51, District 9, or X5? None of what I mess with the DNA, create a mixed race. Send a signal up to the big face. Shift shape, no one ain't safe. Once you're there, you can't escape. You be on a planet living with the apes. Stargate, and I see a big bang made a human change. 3. Only 3. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Why am I riding by myself? Ain't only spaceships that are flying and extraterrestrials that exercise my mind. Read between the lines, truth ain't hard to find. There's so many different signs. I'm supposed to be like trying to upgrade this bike and just giving away all my stuff. Could the government might X me? Alright, let's see my mind set free. In the ghetto just like Reg Free. And get some me. And walk on water, I don't need jet skis. Please. How's life on the earth? Who are we to know? I got the world on my shoulder. It gets deeper, bro. I don't know why I'm here or when I'm gonna go. There we go. I'm under no illusion, 'cause who are we to know? This one, I don't know what's making this like horrible noise, but it might be getting exploded soon. What the fuck happened to my heart rate? Yo, I got the best flows of all time since mankind. Man's wanna like my bars. That's gonna feel man's kind. Wait till you see the star. What I'm willing to shows in your spine, entwine. Call me the founder of grime. Can't stop me from getting to the top. I climb. Even though I know that the feds stop my line, you're actually like a bat. You're blind little. Leap back to rhyme. And let me get back to my old school flows. Yeah, my heart exploded as well. School clothes, shirts and ties. Who knows badness? Star of the show. Look at that thick butt. I shouldn't be saying that. But I got some thick cheeks. I'm just saying it right now. I'm telling you guys right now. I got kicked out of Fry's a couple nights ago because they thought I was smuggling hams. But I was like, no, that's just my ass. Hold on. Bro, what the fuck? You guys just saw that, right? What the fuck? What the hell? Yo, I've never been ditched by a pace partner before. That was crazy work. Dog, pace partner has left the chat permanently. What happened? Wow. Gone. Bro, the fucking pace partner attacked. I fucking covered the move, and the pace partner left the game. Ridiculous. Wow. Okay. That's new. Alright. I wasn't expecting that. Bro couldn't handle it. And he was just like, nah, we out, dog. Whoa, I heard a squeak. Oh snap. Oh snap.
Won't you heal me of my sins? I can't keep going like this. Gotta find me a cup with some codeine in it. Cause I just eat it like an edible, falling like confetti. I don't give a fuck about you or what your money do. Bitch, who you be running to? The girls that I be running through are hotter than the sauna in the summer in Jamaica, dude. I tell them hold up when I pull up in my styrofoam. The purple got me moving slow. Yes, that's why my mind is gone. The purple got me moving slow. You know you got me in my stranger, where the hell you been? Won't you heal me of my sins? I can't keep going like this. Gotta find me a cup with some codeine in it.
So what else is going on? What else is the news?
I've been holding in my anger. Who the fuck are all these strangers and these girls telling me save them? Go on Instagram and see these men trying smash the hoe. She wetter than the Navy boat that's covered up in baby soap. I'll wrap the rope around your throat, and we'll see if the casket floats. And pass the bowl back to the Pope and ask him where the body goes. Pass the bowl back to the Pope and ask him where the body goes.
Killing, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Yup. Killing, bro.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Little bitch. I don't give a fuck about you. I want your money.
Today Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Oh, snap. Bro, let's go. Hell yeah. That's a huge milestone, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. Gotta get those miles, man. Be careful though for the partiers this weekend. Just be aware. Know what I mean? Oh yeah, I used to race ultra distance nationally. So I know like all those ones, all those fucking rides. Well, races, I guess. Hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah, if you're gonna be rolling in July, you're probably gonna be in perfect shape. Just don't overdo it before then. If you do too much, it's not good. What's your bike setup gonna be? Yeah, big volume will help lose weight for sure. High RPMs for sure. Just don't diet on the bike, and just make sure to fuel your rides, and that's it. Then you're good. Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on how efficient you are. Like, if you're really efficient, it's hard to lose weight. Yo, that's huge, dude.
Once they get here and start to attack, we'll have no way to stop them.
His mouth is full of bees.
Well, it's all a communist conspiracy.
Do 50 calories per hour. They say you're supposed to do like more. They say you're supposed to do like, well, for long
Once
distance,
they get here and start to attack, we'll have no way to stop
you need like, well, I guess, I mean, it really depends. Like you need, if you're gonna do like longer distance stuff, you need like protein, like a little bit of fat, and like 120 grams of carbs. So it's probably like 500 an hour, a little bit more than that. Yeah. Well, so for like shorter stuff, it's not really that big of a deal. But for longer stuff, when you're on the bike for like 10 hours, then it matters. Yeah, so like what I used to do when I was racing ultra distance, I get this stuff called Perpetuum. It's like this soy protein, like macronutrient thing from Hammer. And the recommended like dose or whatever was like 1 scoop. And I was like, nah, fuck that. 20 scoops. And I'd put like 20 scoops in a bottle. It would turn into like this, 3,000, 3,500 calorie like sludge. And I would take it with me. And like every 15 minutes I would take a sip and then chase it with water. Sip, chase it with water, sip, chase it with water, sip, chase it with water. Fucking 10 hours later, 200 miles and like 22,000 feet of climbing. I'd put down 2 of those bottles. Yeah. Yo! What up, bro? What up, broski? How'd the stream go? Isn't that every Friday night? What up? I was just memeing on like how every Friday night race is a fun race. I guess that's not true. You could really bury yourself and have like a terrible experience. Ooh, snap. Oh, man. Whoops. Well. What do you guys have planned for this weekend?
Bounce.
Yo, the face partner bailed again! The fuck? Visiting your brother tomorrow. He wants to introduce you to gravel riding. That's cool. Lending you a gravel bike. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. Whereabouts are you gonna ride? Oh, okay. Wow, lots of good gravel out there. They used to have like the proto Unbound race out there. It was called the Trans Iowa. Yeah, they discontinued it, but I had a buddy. It was like the original like 600K gravel race. So when I was in ultra distance, we had a buddy in the scene because I come from Colorado. So we had a buddy in the scene who was into that shit because we all did ultra distance, but like not really. We didn't really do a lot of gravel because it wasn't big back then. This was like 2018, I think. And I had just started riding and I was just coming up in the ultra distance scene. And this dude went out and rode 343 miles of gravel in like freezing Iowa temperatures. Shit was crazy. He won that shit. It was just outrageous. I was like, what the hell is this? This is madness. Yeah, that's crazy. It was the Trans Iowa V14, I think. If I remember right. All right. Fuck yeah. Two hours. Kick ass. Wow, I only got 0.7 for that. It's dog shit. Whatever. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go eat that whatever it's called. You guys get the mustache sign off though. Just memeing. All right. Cheers, y'all.